Okay, now on the show we're just going to talk about Make Away Day, and we'll explain what it is and why it's important. As many of you will be aware, September 22nd, which is Friday coming, is Make Way Day, where, as always, our aim is to educate and raise awareness of the needs of people with disabilities in the public spaces that we all share. Make Way Day is about one impactful, coordinated and decisive day of action to improve the access of our towns and cities for everyone. Obstacles include anything that the public has control over. For example, cars, vans parked on footpaths, wheelie bins on footpaths, kegs on footpaths, sandwich boards or signs on footpaths. And anybody who is in any doubt should check the local bylaws on sandwich boards. Overgrown hedges and bikes tied to lampposts and railings. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Use your social media, your networks, your website to share the campaign materials and assets. Whether that is retweeting, sharing a video on Facebook, or using our designed app to share your own story. We'll be sharing lots of Make Way Day stories, videos and graphics, so please like and share when you spot them. When posting, use the hashtag @MakeWayDay23 and tag us on social media @MakeWayDay23. So on Twitter, we support the Make Way Day 23 campaign, and with your help, we make our society stronger. Learn more about the campaign at makewayday.com. And again, on Facebook and Instagram, we support the Make Way Day 23 campaign. We face a lot of societal challenges, but we have so many opportunities for positive change. With your help, we will make our neighbourhood stronger. Learn more about the campaign at makewayday.com. And thank you. So now on the show we have Geraldine Rooney and Karen Smith from Blanchardstown Centre for Independent Living, who are both involved in the Make Way Day campaign.
We are.
You're both very welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, John.
So tell us about Make Way Day. What is it and how did it go?
Okay, well, first of all, we've had a great morning. This is Make Way Day, which is the 22nd of September. And Karen and myself spent the morning out in Mulhutter Village. This year, we decided to raise awareness with people. Yeah. Usually people will show the blockages, show the trees that are blocking the way, show the cars that are parked on the path. And that's good, but I think it's better to actually get to people and explain to them what it is. So, as I said, we spent the morning, we were over in Mulhutter and we literally talked to numerous people. We had our signs, we got some great pictures, and we really, really raised awareness about this issue. Didn't we, Karen?
We did, and we actually made people just stand up and think.
Good.
And just listen to what Make Way Day means for disabled people all around, actually. That they have the chance to, giving them the right to be able to go about their own business without having obstructions.
Absolutely.
I think it's often a lack of awareness rather than malice, isn't it? Mostly.
It really is. And if you were to take 100 people and you were to tell that 100 people about the park, and even something as simple as blocking the path, you'll have, an 80 to 85% success rate, which is good because it is, as I said, everything comes back to awareness. And as I know you know, John and Patrick, that Make Way Day is a national event. It's all over Ireland, and the Disability Federation of Ireland are behind it. It really was their baby, and it's taken off. So there are hashtags, there are Twitter feeds, there's TikToks. We use our Facebook and our webpage and our
Instagram.
Instagram and Twitter. So just to keep up with them, and it's great to see it trending, because seemingly that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And when things trend, it's great. So it's good to be part of a national movement, and you're highlighting, highlighting this. And
Absolutely.
as Karen says, every day is a Make Way Day.
Yeah.
I did have to laugh now. Looking out yesterday, people were parked all over the place. They were on footpaths. They didn't care where they were parking. And when you went out today, they were all perfectly parked.
I know, we were looking for people to park wrong, weren't we? We were walking up and down, and everyone was smiling.
We were looking for people to nab, basically.
So, for a second, just take us back to last year. Was it as compliant? And if it wasn't, who were the offenders?
Well, last year we actually went around Blanchardstown Centre, and we found a few people who were doing the stop off in the accessible car parking spaces, which I'm only going to be here a minute. Now I have to say the centre are really good on that. They don't tolerate that at all. But it was good to be there and say, no, you're not coming in, on you go and find another space. Other than that, the centre were very good to work with, so that's why we left them alone for this year and concentrated in Mulhuddard for today. So there is a difference. As I said, we talked more to people rather than chasing after cars.
Of course, of course.
Is something different. You have to have a different slant and a different angle, I think, every year to keep something alive and to keep it growing.
Yeah.
Now, luckily enough, when we were out, there was a march. This is actually Recovery Month, and a whole lot of people were having a march.
Yes.
So they were going by. We got a chance to speak to all of them. So held up the signs, spoke to them, and the police were there as well. So that was good. So they gave us a thumbs up because they're well aware of it. They know. At our last peer support meeting that we had in the library, we were actually talking to one of the guards from Blanchardstown, and we knew they were aware. So it's good to know.
Yeah.
Now, anybody can become disabled overnight. They can get conditions like MS, etc., which just hit randomly and become a person with a disability. So the message I'd be saying is, I'm the person in a wheelchair, but it could be you next year.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'd say is, every day should be Make Way Day.
Exactly. I actually agree 110%, because nobody knows from day to day what's going to happen.
Mm.
As you said, it could be perfect one day and end up being struck down the next.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair or with MS or anything. And who knows what tomorrow brings. So you'll have to make people aware
Yes.
of the situation and what it means for a disabled person to have that access
Yes.
that they need for everyday life.
I would actually think that 90% of the people we spoke to today kind of went, oh God, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
People just don't think.
Yeah.
It's again, if you have a disability, you are a disability, where people that haven't, until actually something happens, they don't think,
Yes.
they don't see it, they're not listening at all. So it is just, we keep pushing the awareness. That's what BCIL does. That's what we're here. And it's, when we were standing outside the shop as well, we were aware of a good few people running by us very quickly, because I think they thought we were looking for something. So we're going, no, we're here just to enlighten
They're looking for money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're here just to enlighten you. That's all. Just give you a bit of disability awareness. And that's the
you
way
always
to go.
think, if you see somebody outside the shop with a sign, right, you always think they're collecting money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the head goes down, eyes not looking at you, and off they go. But we ran after them, didn't we, Karen?
We certainly
We did.
did.
Very good and well done. I do have to say it's a great thing that you do. It's great to get it out there, and you're right. Awareness is the most important thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a million for coming on the show.
Thanks.
No problem.
No
Talk to you
worries.
soon.
Thanks, both of you.
No problem.